Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. We're here with Atticus and we're on the Normandy. We got one new mission, which was go to the Citadel and talk to the Salarian Counselor. The Salarian Counselor has concerns that Counselor Udina is a potential security risk. Go to the Citadel and discuss the matter in person. See, to my mind, it seems like Udina might be using the money to help save Earth. I can't imagine what he would be using the money for outside of that. If he is using the money for something else, then it's definitely a cause for concern. But Udina seems, for once in the game, he seems alright right now, but we'll see what happens. But how are we feeling? We alright? I think we'll make it, yeah? After the aftermath of Tuchanka? Lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. But let's go and... oh, Lord. We have a lot more. We sure the hell do. We got Crucible. Look, we're almost at the minimum. We sure the hell are. Let's see. Chances of success are very poor still. Let's look at the Crucible. See what we got. Optimize EZO capacitors. This was what we got from our engineers. A team of engineers working on the Normandy SR2 developed the theory behind the piece of equipment. Dreadnought-class drive capacitors use specialized EZO-based compounds to channel and store thermal energy with greater efficiency than previous designs. These capacitors were quickly incorporated into the design of the device found in the Prothean archives on Mars. There you go, Donnelly. And Daniels. Well, and Adams. But it was mostly saying that it was the Cerberus, the SR2. Well, no. Because I'm thinking SR2 and immediately I think about Mass Effect 2 because that's when it came in. All the engineers worked on this one. We got Krogan's support. Look, Urdnot Rex. There he is. Urdnot Rex fought alongside Commander Shepard during the Reaper's invasion attempt in 2183. Afterwards, he returned to Tuchanka and spent the following years rising the leadership of his clan, championing progression methods meant to strengthen the Krogan as a whole. Conservation elements were unhappy, but news of a successful cure genophage had solidly united all of Tuchanka under Rex's command. So he fully has everything now. There you go, Rex. Hailed not only as a great warrior, but a savior, the Krogan will follow Urdnot Rex into the maws of the Reapers themselves. There we go. Krogan clans, we got 300 of this. Whoa. Centuries of infighting abruptly halted with the news of a cure of the genophage. With their future restored, Tuchanka's clans have united in a show of force not seen since the Rachni Wars. The clans have also been stockpiling weapons of mass destruction for decades. Thankfully, their full destructive force can now be turned on the Reapers instead of Tuchanka. Their strength, size, and regenerative powers make the Krogan ideal shock troops. They're completely united now, under one cause. They are uplifted fully. They're turned around to the new Krogan ways of Rex for now. Well, thank you, Morton. Thank you, sir. It's all because of you and Rex and Eve and Shepard's crew, but still, thank you all. Clan Urdnot has become the unofficial but uncontested representative body of Krogan power to the rest of the galaxy. Within the past decade, Urdnot's warriors have either absorbed or wiped out Clan Nockmore, Jerdon, Quesh, and even the legendary ferocious Clan Rayak. The discovery of a fertile Urdnot female rallied even more Krogans, regardless of affiliation, to Urdnot's banner. Can we just say it? Can we ship Rex and Eve? Because I hope that's a thing. I really do. They would be a great couple. Just like Morton said at the end. If Rex does anything, you know, Eve will make sure he does it. She is inspiring. She sure the hell was. That speech there, when we got to the Hollows, yeah. Krogan mercenaries. Many Krogan went fortune-seeking out in the lawless Terminus systems. Their imposing bulk and infamous brutality won them prized positions as bodyguards and mercenaries. When the news of a genophage cure spread, these drifters were contacted by clans and urged to join Shepard's forces against the Reapers. After centuries of aimless brawls and bleak features, Krogan everywhere are heeding the call. So what happens, though? Seriously, what happens? The Shroud is destroyed. The Krogan that were not on Tuchanka at this point will probably never be cured. Yes? What happens when you have a Krogan that is still with the genophage and okay, you have a male Krogan that still has a genophage and you have a female Krogan that's cured of the genophage. What happens when they mate? Is something still going to happen to the baby because you got a unfertile male? I guess he's just shooting blanks, I guess, maybe? That's the only thing I can think of. But it's interesting because the Shroud it only stayed up for, I mean, who knows how long it was still blowing up and spewing stuff out. It could have been a good hour, a couple hours. But I can't imagine that blanketed the whole planet. I would think that at least the majority of the Krogan that were around the Shroud, and it slowly just keeps spreading. Maybe it's just slowly going to keep spreading. I don't know how airborne viruses and stuff works. I don't know if you can release a little bit of it and it will slowly just spread and keep spreading and keep spreading. It won't stop. It's hard to say, really. The Turians. Holy shit, we got a lot in the Turians. I think we got the 79th Flotilla already. The 43rd Marine Division. The Turian 43rd Marine Division was founded during the ancient unification wars that rocked Palaven over 2,000 years ago. The 43rd maintains relations with the other council races, running joint training exercise with Asari, Salarian, and more recently Alliance military forces. Knowing how their allies fight has become an asset, as the 43rd troop have the discipline and experience to integrate into any army on the battlefield. Oh, the 7th Fleet. Did we already do this one? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've already did this one. But we also already read this as well. Recovered a legendary banner, the 1st Regiment lifted the spirits of overworked Turian forces. Maybe not. The Turian 7th Fleet was assigned the privilege and the burden of guarding the Crucible during the weapons construction and deployment. The fleet flies constant surveillance around the massive device, coordinating with Alliance security protocols and VI-run counterintelligence programs. The 7th Fleet knows what it would cost the galaxy if the Reapers breach the defensives. Every vessel's captain is prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice if it ensues the Crucible's safety. Yeah, we didn't read this one. So we must have got this one at first. Because this is when we turned in the banner. And then, that's really good to have the Turian fleets. The 7th Fleet is guarding the Crucible. Whoa. Turian Blackwatch? A team of exceptional skilled special ops soldiers, Blackwatch is sent on missions that threaten the safety of Palaven itself. It was pulled from their homeworld by Primarch Adrian Victus, who wanted to mobilize this elite force in less hopeless situation across the galaxy. The majority of Blackwatch's operations are classified, although it's generally accepted that they have the highest success rate of any Turian unit in history. There are rumors that Saren Archerius was part of Blackwatch before becoming a Spectre, although given his youth when he joined the Turian army, it seems highly unlikely. It could be true, I mean, you never know. So Blackwatch is special ops, basically, for the Turian people. Turian Engineer Corps. In a society where the military is synonymous with the government, the Turian Engineering Corps is responsible for everything from maintaining sidewalks to creating spaceports. Their fame spread beyond Paladin after they helped repair the damage done to the Citadel by Sovereign in record time. TEC engineers view the Crucible as the greatest challenge of their career, and have sped up the building process with their expertise and equipment. We are up to speed on that. Now let's jump into the journal and figure out what's going on with the codex situation here, because it looks like it's something we gotta read. The Reapers, it was harvesting, was it not? Reaper vulnerabilities, harvesting. Even with all the Reaper's power, harvesting every sapient species in the entire galaxy can take decades or even centuries. The most time-consuming part of the process is gathering DNA from the population. To accelerate the effort, the Reapers follow a consistent procedure. Victims who cooperate, surrender, or captured by Husk are sorted into camps. It is believed the husks possess receptors that allow them to analyze a victim's DNA through sight, smell, or touch. Victims that meet their standards are herded from the camps into processor ships. Those the husks seem insufficient are either turned into husks themselves or indoctrinated to serve as slave labor. The Reapers use this last option to give their victims false hope. Many captives who would otherwise fight back become docile when they see members of their own kind obey and survive. The processor ships reduce victims to a transportable liquid. Like a slaughterhouse, the ship's design prevents victims from seeing or hearing what happens elsewhere so that they do not panic. Oh my word. This is absolutely disgusting. The victims are ushered into locking pods, then rent apart and dissolved into paste that is flushed into storage vats. So the Reapers, they only pick a select few? Maybe people with, let's just say maybe people that are normal. People with defects are kind of just turned into the husk, or just indoctrinated slaves. The rate of killing is phenomenal. Intelligence estimates suggests there were more than 400 processor ships on Earth, killing approximately 1.86 million humans per day. Oh my word. In combination with battlefield deaths, disease, and famine, this pace will result in the complete depopulation of Earth within a decade. As the husks and indoctrinated slaves build more slaughtering facilities, the kill rate can only increase. The husks and all the rest of the indoctrinated slaves actually build these things. Huh. Good fucking grief. Reaper vulnerabilities, do they even have any? Pressure malls, obviously. Although clearly technologically superior to the Citadel forces, the Reapers have experienced casualties in the battlefield across the galaxy. This indicates that theoretically, with the right intelligence, weapons, and strategy, the Reapers can be defeated. Unlike the Mass Effect relays that they created, Reapers do not have quantum shields. Locking itself down at a quantum level would leave a Reaper unaware of his surroundings until the shielding deactivated. Instead, Reapers rely on kinetic barriers. In the case of a Reaper capital ship, these kinetic barriers can hold off the firepower of 2 dreadnoughts simultaneously, but 3 clearly causes strain, and 4 typically results in destruction. Weapons designed to maximize heat damage, such as the Thanic series, show better results against the Reapers than pure kinetic impact, so at least 4 dreadnoughts can take out 1 capital ship. That's hope. It really is. Just keep on building a shit ton of dreadnoughts. The barriers of a Reaper destroyer are less formidable than those of capital ships. It is possible for a single cruiser or many fighters to disable or demolish a destroyer. They can get within range before they are themselves destroyed. The Reaper's energy sources are not infinite. For example, to land on a planet, a Reaper must substantially reduce its mass. This transfers of power to its Mass Effect generators leaves the Reaper kinetic barriers at a partial strength. So when the Reapers first land, that's when you really gotta jump ship, get the hell up on them, and start pounding them. Sovereign was destroyed while assuming direct control over Saren. The feedback from Saren's death seems to entirely overload Sovereign's shields. Current Reapers do not seem to suffer from this design flaw. Oh, they upgraded then. They seen it and upgraded it. Reaper capital ships can turn faster than Citadel dreadnoughts, but to do so, they must lower their mass to a level unacceptable in combat situations. Consistently, it is possible for a dreadnought to emerge from FTL travel behind a capital ship, then bring its guns to bear faster than the Reaper can return fire. This is a poor tactic, however, against Reapers flying in proper formation. Well, there we go, we're completely up to speed. It feels good to take in some of that stuff. We learned more about the processing ships. Wow. Hell, it's a bit lonely on the Normandy, is it not? There's no Victus and there's no Rex. Did we attempt to hack it again, or was that over? It's over. Alright, well, let's go talk to people. We don't really have much. I'm curious to see what the galaxy map looks like at this point. We may have got new stuff because, well, that was a main mission. And we did cure the genophage. feel really good about that.
See the bids of the Maw taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
They became fast friends, maybe. Did you see the videos of the Maw taking down the Reaper? I wish we could
Commander,
relive it.
Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Noveria.
Noveria? Oh.
The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see him in action.
You're a good officer too, Trainer.
Commander?
So Trainer gives us all these N7 missions. That's interesting. It would be funny if Hackett would call, Commander? Hackett would call us over to intercom again. We got some messages, more reading. Whoa! Not just a little bit. ANN alert. News article on Reaper. From Alliance News Network Information Partners, Pharos, a group of colonists on Pharos have mounted a defense against arriving Reaper forces, holding them back long enough for civilians from nearby colonies to escape. The informal militia from Zoo's Hope, said to be survivors of a salvage Geth attack several years ago, has repelled initial Reaper landing attempts with a level of wartime competence more common to seasoned platoons. The colonies are using improvised weapons as well as supplies salvaged from a defunct exogeny facility. This colony is our home, colony spokesperson Elizabeth Batum said. We've survived worse, and we know how to fight together. There we go. The colony is expected to have time for full evacuation before more Reaper forces arrive. So Zoo's Hope's gonna survive. Whoa, still fighting, Shiala. Dear Commander Shepard, I do not know if you've seen the articles, but the people of Zoo's Hope are fighting again. This time, it's the Reapers instead of the Geth. Oh, this is Shiala. Okay. The Zoo's Hope. For some reason, I always thought it's Sha'ira, the consort. Shiala's the Zoo's Hope. Okay. I'm not sure if you remember me, but you helped me back on Ilium. The Thorian is dead now. I can confirm that, but the spores in our bodies remain. And on some level, we are still connected. This is not necessarily a bad thing. As we fight back the Reapers, we feel each other and act with one mind, ignoring pain when the need arises. I'm sure I'm still indoctrinated. Is she indoctrinated? I'm sure I'm still indoctrinated. I remember Sovereign's voice in my head when I went willingly to the Thorian and his thrall, but my connection to the people of Zoo's Hope is stronger. It drowns out the Reaper voices. Did the Thorian fight back indoctrination in these people? That's kind of what happened. So she's fully indoctrinated. She's been the whole time. But the connection she had with the Thorian is completely drowning out the Reaper's voices from compelling her. So ultimately, indoctrination is just voices. If you have a strong enough will in your mind, could you fight it forever and destroy it? Something to think about. Or maybe it just burns you out eventually. The situation is imperfect and dangerous. Perhaps the colonists could separate for their own safety, but with one mind, the untrained fight with the skills of veteran commandos. Our force is strong. I've not forgotten how you helped us, how you spared me. We are leaving Pharos soon, and when the time comes, we will fight with you, Shiala. It must be working because, listen, if the Reapers are trying to land there and take them all, she would be fighting against the people. Making babies. Oh no. Rex, gots to be. Impressive work, General Corinthius. Commander Shepard, when you first arrived on MELE, I had a hard time seeing how you flying off with one of our best generals would benefit our fight against the Reapers. However, as I now watch Turian and Krogan fighters working together to take down a Reaper destroyer, I must admit I am impressed. You've broken an alliance that many thought impossible. Paladin might be... Paladin? I forever say Paladin. Maybe it's just natural for me because I always play a Paladin in games when there's a Paladin available. Paladin might be saved after all. With great respect, General Corinthius, Mene Command. Making babies, not Rex. I fucking knew it. Shepard! Making babies again will be fun. Soon as this war is over, let's just say I'll do my part to build our numbers back up. You really came through for us. I'm proud to call you my friend. Eve is in Celtic Valley enlisting support from other clans and spreading the word. She's going to be a great leader. Most of the males won't like me sharing power with her. Too bad I run the show. Rex, that's a great idea. Share power with her. You're King Krogan. She's Queen Krogan. Remember Morton's song about the Queen Krogan? Damn it, man. We're off to save the Turians now, since apparently they forgot how to hold a gun. Or not Rex. Your regrettable decision. From Dalatros Linron. Commander, I am deeply disappointed by your actions on Tuchanka, as I thought I made clear. Curing the genophage will have long-term consequences. Once the Reaper threat has passed, our combined forces will be so depleted that no race in the galaxy will be capable of stopping the resurgent Krogan. Moreover, the Krogan will undoubtedly seek revenge for the genophage, and the Solarian Union will be among the first targets. When that day comes, Commander, the blood of my people will be on your hands. I am ashamed to also learn that our own scientist sacrificed his life carrying out your orders. I just don't really like how you're tarnishing Morton's name, because Morton wanted to do that, and he's a goddamn hero. This is a dark day not only for my people, but all of galactic civilization. Dalatris Linron, Solarian Union. Don't you dare diminish Morton for what he did. Morton did something special. Zoo's Home Colonist! Let's go back and read that right now. I'm gonna wait. I feel like I read a lot. Almost 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and talk to the crew, yeah? I'm really curious to see what's gonna go on with the crew. Garrus? What are you doing up here?
Alright, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
You gotta respect the classics.
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Damn, Joker, you couldn't sing Garrus at all. Garrus knew all the jokes. Are they done? Wait, Edie's not even here. Where's Edie? We'll figure it out in a second. Hey, Garrus?
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morton.
He got the job done. He was a friend. He was a good friend, Joker. I'm sure you really enjoyed your time with Morton, too.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
Glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
I did it for the war effort. Well, it feels good Garrus, it does. Losing Morton still absolutely stings to the end of our days. But it does feel good to give the Krogan a resurgence. Something to fight for. Maybe that would change him. Just having something to fight for. They didn't have anything to fight for before.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if some young, hot-headed Krogan took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
It never crossed my mind. Well, I can't say it didn't cross my mind because it kinda did. I didn't... See, this is hard to answer, really. It's very hard to answer because if we didn't have Rex and Morton there, I think just Rex. Yeah. Now that we know the situation, okay? Going into that situation, I think it would cross my mind more the second time than the first time. But nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's ever guaranteed. But it seems like with Rex and Eve there, things are just looking good for the Krogan. Just imagine if somebody, just like Garrus said, a young hothead wanting revenge, wanted us to cure the genophage. It would make us think. And that would be a lot more tempting. But I think, at least this first time, it didn't cross my mind fully. It's just... It crossed my mind when I started thinking about, well, what happens if Morton and Garrus, what happens if Morton and Rex just aren't there?
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
But then you gotta think about all the mothers.
Let's hope our luck holds.
And all the rest of the Krogan, yeah? I mean, you can just, keep up with the genophage. Trick them. I don't know, that just seems such a wrong thing to do. And then the Krogan are gonna eventually die out. I just don't know, friends. It's a tough situation. I think I just have to be in a situation where we don't have Rex there, at least. If Morton's not there, I still think it could possibly work. If whoever replaces Morton can cure the genophage for one? But Rex is just different from all of the Krogans. I feel like now that we have him and Eve together, rolling, it's a done deal. The Krogan are definitely resurging in a good way. Hey, Garrus?
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
I don't even know.
I wonder where all the Krogan will live now. I've never seen what you'd call a house on Tuchanka.
No.
Commander?
Hey, Joker.
Commander?
Alright, let's keep on going. That was awesome conversation, having Joker and Garrus together. Can we just say it? Who's the most loyal companion in all of Mass Effect? It has to be out of 3 people. Garrus, Tali, and Liara. Liara did so much stuff outside of the game, really. It was in the game. She told us about it as like indirectly. But Garrus has been with us just from the start, has he not? Crazy. He's definitely our second in command now. For sure, for sure. Let's go down to the crew deck. Let's see what's going on. I don't know if I want to read this. I think we have to. We have to find Morton's name, don't we? Because you know what's going to be on here. There it is. It's the 4th one from the bottom. On the left side here. Morton Solus. Liara, Edie's in the AI core. And Dr. Chakwas. Edie's in the AI core, just chilling. Still can't believe we lost Morton. This is probably going to get worse. Mass Effect 3, it was the end of the trilogy, and it's just...
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
I wouldn't go anywhere near that shit.
The genophage cured. The Krogan have no reason to hold back now, do they?
No, they don't.
Rex knows what he's doing, but can he keep the Krogan in check? Or will this be the start of another Krogan empire?
I don't think it's the start of another Krogan empire. I really do think this is for the good, Liara.
Eve's organizing the female Krogan. She reminds me of some of the more formidable matriarchs I've known. The Krogan won't let themselves fall by the wayside again. Not like they did after the rebellions.
Well,
we'll
we can
have to
hope.
get used to them having a bigger part in the galaxy.
We do, and we can hope. I just keep saying it. I feel like with Rex and Eve, they're promising future for the Krogan.
I hope the Krogan live up to their ancient legacy, and for the better.
Me too.
Thanks for coming by.
Always. What kind of gossip you have on here? Mass Effect traffic reports. Increase, decrease in traffic relay traffic. Widow, 95% increase. Omega, 65% increase. The Sail, 32% increase. Signhan, 43% decrease. Helion, 12% decrease. Charon is unavailable, and Shang-Chi Theta is unavailable. Nice. A lot of people are going to the Citadel. Hey, Glyph.
Please, enjoy your day.
Enjoy your day too, Glyph. Alright, well, let's go talk to Chakwas and Edie. Hey, Chakwas.
Commander.
Oh, you don't got nothing?
Commander.
Alright, well, it's still good to hear your voice, ma'am. Eads, what are you doing in here?
What are you up to now?
I am uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small.
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Thresher Maws. Fucking Thresher Maws.
Hello, Shepard.
Is that Edie?
Hello, Shepard.
Take care, ma'am. Have a good one. Alright, well, let's go down to more levels and keep talking to the crew. Feels good to talk to the crew. It's kind of bringing up my spirits again. It sure the hell is. We gotta keep on pushing on, friends. I know we lost Morton, but we just have to keep on... Yeah, just keep on going. That's all we can do. That's what Morton would want us to do.
Genophage cure, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid.
So she's from Beckenstein, basically. Went to Beckenstein with, Kasumi.
Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
Oh.
You've just implemented a cure for the genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
This is Krogan redemption. They need us too. Let's win the war first. This is Krogan redemption. They need us too. Well, the Krogan definitely need us. Krogan redemption, though. It feels more fitting to say Krogan redemption in this point. Because it does feel like a redemption, a resurgence of the Krogan people.
It's easy to remember the worst of Krogan history, but you also need to remember the best.
Meaning?
The Krogan were heroes once, and they want to be heroes again. We're giving them that chance.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
This interview's over. Hell with this, I'm out of here. That can be negotiated? It should be negotiated. Has to be. You have to try to give the Krogan back what they had at this point. If not, things could get messy and we can go down the same old route.
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval.
Hopefully you get some support, Allers. Fucking 5 Krogan clans. We got more Krogan clan support.
Commander.
Whoa, Allers! I guess it was good to have you on Normandy, yeah? Listen, when Hackett told us about, what was it? Which one was it? I think it was the Volus homeworld? Didn't the Krogan and Turians get sent to the Volus homeworld as well and help them? So not only did they save Paladin, god darn it. Not only did they save Paladin, well, it remains to be seen if they save Paladin, I think. But not only are they helping Paladin, they went and helped Irune as well. So, I think it definitely... I think they should have an embassy spot at this point.
Kenan, have you seen the new poker table up in the lounge? It's going to waste.
Well, I was thinking of inviting Tassoni and Trainer up for a wee game of strip poker.
Right. You're not going to invite that reporter Allers, too?
Nah, she'd bring cameras and record the whole thing.
And if you lose, you don't want the whole galaxy knowing how little you bring to the table.
Damn, girl. My bankroll is just fine.
You got a bankroll of pennies, don't you? Hey, Donnelly!
All good, Commander.
Commander?
Well, if you're inviting people, you can invite Shepard too. I'm willing.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Strip poker it is! Let's have a good time. Alright, alright. Fucking Ken and Gabby's dialogue is so good in this game. Hey Javik, we cured the genophage. How you feeling, sir? Oh, we got something.
Commander.
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And the Krogan we met, who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
The cosmetic imperative, it would be incredibly powerful to have that. If you think about it, out of all the species that we've encountered, that has to be the most powerful genetic theme, or whatever they got going on, whatever we can call it. It has to be the most powerful. That and probably the Asari melding stuff that they got going on.
Was this imperative just your scientist's opinion? Or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
The weak hold us back, the weak need protection. But let's think, I mean, okay, maybe the weak could hold us back at times, but the weak will only be weak for so long. Maybe if you protect the weak, and they see that, they learn from it, and they will no longer be weak. And they will be the one protecting.
It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. Otherwise, we'd have anarchy.
But those who had nothing to offer would be eliminated.
So conflict should be a way of life?
Evolution demands it. The strong grow stronger by dominating the weak. It is for the greater good of all. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Maybe, but maybe not, Javik. You, really? Probably not. You are who you are. You might have always been like this, so probably not.
Maybe. Or maybe you'd still be a soldier.
I do wonder sometimes, living a life of constant war, taking life in every battle.
Does it get to you?
It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. The stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this, and we'll both be set free.
Let's hope, Shepard. We got some reputation with Javik. Let's hope we win this, we'll all be set free. That'd be great. You know, Javik, you are interesting. For sure. He is an interesting... just learning about the Protheans in general. He is different. He is very different. Blunt. Straight to the fucking point. And he sees things a lot different. But I wonder if him hanging around the crew will eventually change him. And he'll see different ways. Because... we can't be one to judge and just say his ways are fucking wrong. That's just how he was. That's how he was brought up. We just can't... well, we just can't judge him fully and just say, Javik, you're just... the way you think is just crazy. Not right, because that's not how we think. It's interesting how he thinks. And for one, I do hope that eventually he does lay down his guard a little bit. Become friendly. Friendlier to the people. He said the crew wishes to be friends. That's not why I'm here.
Thank you, Commander. I have seen the death of a Reaper. It has been a long time.
Let's hope it's the first of many.
Yes, a difficult fight remains. I would have accepted the Solarian deal and not told the Krogan. Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to use against the Reapers.
Yeah, but we need that brunt force of the Krogan. The Solarians would have helped immensely too, though. So, fucking, it's a tough one. But the breeding of the Krogan will have them back in the fight in a matter of... very shortly.
If the Krogan seek retribution for the past, do not waste time on sterility plagues. Destroy them where they stand.
I gotta...
in the meantime, they are useful cannon fodder against the Reapers.
Well, there you go. See, that's what I'm thinking, in a way. I wouldn't necessarily call them cannon fodder, but I'm kind of thinking frontline brute forces. But that's... yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking, though. Javik? Anything else?
Do not care what others think. Do what you must. Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
Do not care what others think. Do what you must. I thought Shepard was going to go wash his hands. When he went over to the thing, I thought he was going to wash his hands. Javik and Shepard looked at this thing. What did he call this thing? A memory shard. It contains only pain? Whoa. I wonder if it's like the thing that Kasumi had, the gray box, kinda. I was gonna say something in there. I attempted to say something when he said something else, but I can't remember what the hell I was gonna say. Hey, Steve! How's it going, Steve? Anything else?
Just one more diagnostic suite. Hello, Commander.
Hey, Steve. I guess Steve's done. Okay, can we sneak past right here? Oh, we can! I was going around the whole time. What's up, James? Sorry about the chunka. I wanted to take you more, but...
You think that cure they dispersed could do anything to us? We're not going to start growing scales or anything, right?
Oh, that's what it was, I think. I think I was going to say something about the Krogan... talking about abilities by the species. The Krogan regenerative... that's a word? Regeneration is a pretty powerful one, too. Yeah?
Maybe now that we have the Krogan on board, we can go back to fighting the Reapers. I was looking at the specs on that Reaper you took out on Tuchanka. That was one of the small ones? Don't get me wrong, it's still dead, but damn. There was nothing small about it.
We didn't kill it. Calros did.
Hey.
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 Take it easy, James. Well, hey, we're done. We are done checking in with the crew. We need to make a path here. So... how was I going to do with the weapons? I don't remember now. I'm losing my thought on everything. We'll go to the galaxy map and see what we got going on here. We gotta see what we got around the galaxy because we have something on Noveria now? That ought to be interesting. Something on Noveria of all places. Did anything new come up anywheres? Enos Basin? Horsehead Nebula, we've already read that place, and, well, just has nothing in there anyway. Friends, nothing. Atticus Beta came up. Sigurd's Cradle. Wait, there was something here. No? Athean Crest. Athean Cluster. The Horsehead Nebula. Let's go over to the Atticus Beta. We've read this place before. We can just probably breeze through it. And then we should check out the other one, which is the Turian one. Let me check around. It's Elentania. Remember this place? I believe this is the one with the Pyjax. Or this was the one with the big orb. We put the trinket in that Shire gave us.
I found something.
It's got something there. I knew it. It seems like the ones that we went to always have something. Edie, I could really use some money. Like, full force. Hit us with the 20. Interferometric array. I was half thinking that it was going to be something of like a Pyjack company or something. A company full of Pyjacks. Alright, well, let's keep on scanning around. Hopefully the gas is over here somewhere. Because the Reapers are over there. Alright, well, we'll come back to the gas.
Faster than light jump successful.
Damn right. Look at this thing. It looks like a skull. There's the eye right here, and a face. Does it not? Crazy. 25% Atticus Beta. Let me check this one out as well. This area is good as well. We have Pharaohs, so you know there's something here.
Signal confirmed.
Have to be. Pharaohs had nothing new on it, which was interesting. It didn't have anything. Crazy. I figured it would. Alright, well, we're definitely not getting credits here. We're going to get something. We might get Zeus Hope. Exogeny Scientist. Works for me. Anything helps. We're at 50% here. Well, let's scan up here, just in case. Yep. Easy peasy. 240 units of fuel, please. Alright, well, this place is good. Let's head on back to the other place, get the fuel, and then we will head to that Turian area because we're going to have to read that for sure. I don't think we've seen whatever that place is. It was on this side here, kinda. Let's go in here. Well, that works. 370 units of fuel. What's up, Reapers?
Evasion successful.
Easy peasy. Petra. Horsehead, Cerberus. We're gonna do the fighter base. We'll do the fighter base before we actually do meet the Solarian Counselor. The Solarian Counselor, I just don't know what that could be. I really don't. Athean Cluster? It's something with Udina, obviously, but just, I don't know what it could be. How many systems are in this? Oof. Oh, goodness. Okay, this might be something we'll do over time. Let's at least knock out this first area. This is going to be a lot of reading. Jaxer. Jaxer features heavily in ancient Volus mythology and folklore, since its bright white surface made it easy to chart in the night sky without the aid of a telescope. Once the Volus developed advanced astronomical equipment, their scientists discovered the Jaxer luminosity was caused by a thick carbon monoxide cloud. Cover that had hidden the real face of the planet for millennia. Rue. Oh, this is the Volus homeworld, Irune! This is not Turian, this is Volus system. The Volus homeworld is a high-pressure, high-gravity planet that supports an ammonia-based ecology. This rare environment means that the Volus have been slow to colonize, and there are few planets that meet their habitation requirements. Most prefer to stay on Irune. Working remotely via the extranet, the more adventurous don the clumsy but virtual pressure suits and venture out to worlds in Citadel space to make their fortunes. So wait, the Volus don't need suits for their homeworld? I thought they were always in them suits though. Interesting. Irune is remarkable for having done away with warfare as institution of the state. Volus culture lacks the romantic view of war found in the galaxy's more aggressive species. Physical skirmishes between groups rarely last long, and are almost always ended by social constagration, bargaining, agreements, and harsh economic sanctions. Irune's cities tend to be built on fast trade routes rather than military defensible positions. This has left them vulnerable to husk attacks now that the Reapers have overwhelmed the Turian fleets and begun a ground war on the planet. Citadel Travel Advisory. Irune's ammonia-based atmosphere is toxic to non-Volus lifeforms. Visitors of Irune must wear pressure suits at all times when traveling outside of environmentally controlled areas. 8.8 billion, this was the pre-invasion, and the capital is Lanos. Interesting learning about the Volus, so it does seem like they don't really need their suits. I wonder what they look like. I still wonder what the friggin' Quarians look like too. Chirksab. Named after a northern Ironian luck deity, Chirksab is overshadowed by the economy on Losul and scientific research on Dolded. The solar system's middle child, Chirksab, now has the only functioning helium-3 fuel apparatus in the system, as the Reapers have not yet struck there. The space around it is jammed with Volus ships trying to flee the system. They're trying their best to get the hell out of there. Dolded. Doldus moves have long been mined out, but still hosted dozens of corporate-owned laboratories relocated there to avoid the environmental restrictions placed on research and development firms by Irune. Everything from weapon testing to cutting-edge biological research was outsourced to facilities orbiting Dolded. This made it an attractive target for the Reapers, who sent a small but powerful force to blow the facilities into scrap. Damn. Reapers ain't holding back. Sure the fuck not. Losul? The first of Aru's system's three gas giants, Losul is also the largest, boasting over 96 moons. This planet's orbit bustled with hundreds of helium-3 extraction centers. Most of the work population lived on Losul's orbiting stations, which were so numerous they became an unofficial city chained together by taxi services and extendable umbilical cords. The Reaper attack here has devastated the infrastructure, raining fragments down onto the gas giant. Ooh. Well, that will be that. Let's go ahead and scan around. It's gotta be Irune.
I found something.
We're looking for... The only thing I can remember in the Volus area was a book. Didn't some gentleman say you wanted a book? Yeah. Book of Plenix or something like that? Phoenix? Something. Book of Plenix, there it is. I believe he said Irune, so... We're at 33% on Irune. We got another one. The other one's gonna be gas. This one's gotta be money. You know it is. Money? Volus fabrication units. More resources. That works. We're looking for fuel now. Has to be. Let's just keep scanning around. We're going to leave this area now.
Reapers eluded.
We're not going to read the rest of this. We'll do it next episode. I can't read anymore. My voice is going out. I want to do a mission.
Faster than light jump successful.
We'll come back. We're at 22% here. Let's go over to Horsehead and knock this out. Before next episode. Oh. Before we go to the Citadel next episode, we will finish off that whole area. And this is just Noveria here. There's nothing. There's nothing. This is a fuel depot, basically. What else was here? What did we do in the system? It just came up nothing, though. Yeah, nothing came up in the system. Noveria. I believe there was nothing new on Noveria when we came here. Or we already read it. Yeah, we already read this. Alright, let's land. Let's do it! We didn't read it. Damn it, we should have read it. Who are we gonna bring? N7 mission. James? And Edie? Yep. Yeah, James and Edie. It's been a while since we brought James and Edie. What we did get is we got the Phalanx. Let's read this. The M5 Phalanx is the product of the Alliance Offensive Handgun Project, a close-in weapon to be used with no loss of stopping power in comparison with the soldier's assault rifle. The Phalanx enjoys a ballistic advantage over most heavy pistols. Civilian variants are often purchased by colonists on planets that have particularly dangerous big game animal. Interesting enough, this weapon in the second game, I didn't mind it too much. I really liked the other one better. I can't remember the other one's name. I remember we got it on Morton's mission though, but I can't remember the other one's name. But I remember that one, it just felt a bit better. I don't know. Now we're gonna try the Krogan shotgun. The Grawl Spike Thrower. Wait, what is... Puts the Crusader at 78. The Grawl Spike Thrower is at 83 without anything. We'll do damage modifier for sure. And... ultra lightweight materials. 103 on a Spike Thrower. Fucking Spike Thrower. We're gonna throw spikes. Hey James, you're gonna stay on the Claymore. Oh no. We're putting you on the Crusader, sir. 100%. The Crusader's just too good. Accuracy. Let's do damage. Melee. And then piercing. Yeah, we'll do damage and piercing for James. And we'll keep him on the particle rifle. So the particle rifle, the energy-based weapons, what mods do we use for these? If companions don't benefit from accuracy, then it's no point in using that. And this piercing mod, okay, so energy-based weapons will not pierce stuff. But it still does the ignore armor. I don't know. I don't have enough things to give James. I don't have anything else that we can give him. We need to get something else with damage. So this scope here, the reason why I'm using this scope is because... oh, never mind then. I could have swore there was one that said that they would shoot through smoke, see through smoke. Maybe this is not it. Maybe it's for sniper rifles. Yeah, see, I don't know what to use for James then. If it's already accurate enough, we might as well just use this then. If it does at least reduce the defenses, ignores their armor, that's something better than nothing. I mean, everything else we can't really use for him. The ammo doesn't do anything. Edie, let's put you on the Tempest. We'll give you damage. And then... oh shit, she don't have anything either that we can give her. I guess we can give her the accuracy one, but companions have 100% accuracy anyway, yeah? I'm not sure. Increases accuracy when moving and taking damage. Every round has a 30% chance of not using a thermal clip. I don't think that matters. Guess we'll just use this one for now. We need more damage modifiers for our companions. We sure the fuck do. And that one's good. Shepard! Let's see here, sir. Detonate. Detonate singularity when the field dies to inflict. Let's do that one. Liara has the big one. We'll do the detonate one. Detonate singularity when the field dies to inflict 405 damage across 5 meters. Let's do it. Shepard, you're fucking maxed out on everything that we use. Everything that we use, we're maxed out on. Holy. What is the cap in this game? 50 probably? We about to be level capped already? Edie, incinerate please. Recharge speed by 25%, increase damage, and additional 40% over 8 seconds. I'm gonna go with recharge speed. And then she has 3 points, we will wait. James, you have 8 points, and we'll go more into carnage for James. Incapacitate enemies by knocking them down. Recharge speed. We got a knockdown and reach. This recharge speed is nice. This knockdown would be nice too, but I can imagine it only knocks down unshielded. Go recharge speed for James. That knockdown might be really good. We might have screwed up. Let's go! Noveria.
Commander, the enemy has a strategic advantage in this sector thanks to the fighter squadron facility you're about to attack. We want to seize it, but their air defenses are too strong for a frontal assault. Losses would be too cost prohibitive.
How do you want me to handle this?
Go in the back, bring down their defenses so we can send in the troops. Good luck, Commander.
I have visual contact. There's a small platform above the main landing pad. I can drop you there, but it's gotta be now.
Let's do it.
Drop it like it's hot, Steve. So all these N7 missions are Cerberus? Dealing with Cerberus, undermining Cerberus? Gotta read this one.
Commander, you'll have to find the command center to take down their defenses.
Whoa, they're already wheeling and dealing on us. Hold on here. N7 Cerberus fighter base. Admiral Hackett has requested assistance with a Cerberus fighter base on Noveria. Land on Noveria to disable the base's defenses. Give me a second here. Keep an eye out for the command center. Okay. I need to be putting abilities. Edie, what you got going? Why are you on cooldown? We'll do Edie's here. James, hit us with the good stuff. And do James. Shit. It's being weird. We'll do Edie's here. James here. James here. Oh, they've already used their abilities, I think. Look at the Grawl spike thrower.
Command center.
Multiple contacts.
About to bust them up, Eads. Hold on, Edie. Do that weapon. Shepard, this one. James, this one. And do...
Right.
Damn. Oh, this pistol is sick. Where the fuck did you come from? The Phalanx is nasty. I think I want to change... James is for Edie's there. Get in here. This thing is beastly. There you go, Eads. Get down, get down. There we go. Got some explosions on. We flanked. We're about dead. That was so close. This is rough cover here. Fucking hell, just tracked him up. How you doing, James? How you liking that Crusader? We got a grenade somewhere. Woo! Stick your head out, sucker. Fucker. Oh, Eve, did you use your stuff? Explosions! Alright, should we do the spike thrower now? This thing is sick. This Phalanx. Amazing. It feels like a pistol version of the Matic. Let's try the spike thrower. Oh, credits. Hold on, you guys gonna go and do all that. We got somebody up and running here. Running around. James? Oh, you guys kill him. I'm gonna run around looking for credits. Nothing. You hear Edie's weapon. Oh wait, no, that's James. Wait, we'll do Edie back on this one.
Understood.
There you go, Edie. Get it in, madam. Whoop some ass. I love all these crates just everywhere. James is fucking them up. Shepard, go loot. I'll do this. I'll take care of it. You got him, James? Fucking hell, there's a shit ton of people in there. Did you see all them? Computer console. Weekly processing report. Sergeant Parker. All on-base personnel have been processed. Integration protocols. Updated successful. Oh. Pistol. Magazine. I hear you, suckers. Where the hell are you? Look at James. He's so ready. He can't wait to kill someone. You know, I kind of like James in his regular armor. I know it's just shields, but it makes him so tanky. He's such a beast. Ace, did you... Whoa, did you hear this thing? Did you hear this? James, I'm gonna need this one. Get out there and tank him. Oh, man. Suckers. Cerberus. Amazing at throwing. Fuckers. Let me sit here for a second. I missed every time. Don't you see the spikes in him? Yeah, like that. This thing's a monster.
Welcoming committee is down for the count, Commander.
Looks like we found the control center.
How you doing, James? This thing's pretty beastly. Runs out of ammo quick as hell, though. How do we get more ammo? We got credits. 2,000 of them. Where are we going here? Research the command center. Okay. Alright, well, hold on. I'm gonna look around. It seems like we gotta break in Cerberus. This is an interesting weapon. It certainly the fuck is. But we haven't checked up here yet. Listen, credits could be just anywhere, or something could just be anywhere. Research center. Wait, well, there's something up here. Heating unit schematics?
Advanced heating unit stabilizers? I guess it's cold enough here.
Sure the fuck is cold here. Noveria. Hold on, we're gonna wait on that research stuff. I want to see what's going on out here first. We got a quest for... Hold on, what did we get a quest for? Citadel heating unit stabilizers. We had this already. A Solarian on the Citadel needs heating unit stabilizers. Find them and bring them to him on the Presidium Commons. Okay. Easy peasy. How you doing, Edie? We like this outfit? I'm just serious, 100%. I love the other outfit better. This one's pretty nice, too. I think I like the white one better than the black one. But the black one gives her cooldown and recharge speed. Maybe we should just go with the other one. Remember the one we used on the Rescue the Turians squad mission? That one's pretty sick too, Edie. It really, truly is. Let me see something with this spike thrower. So, that's why the damage is iffy. You gotta charge it. Because as we were hitting them and it was barely doing it, so we had to charge it a little bit. Okay. Spare parts, 2,000 credits, sure. There we go, more fucking experience. All right, let's go press some buttons in here. See what we can do.
Damn it, this'll take a while.
Commander, you've got enemies inbound and we can't wait. Someone's got to get those defenses down ASAP.
Assign James. Well, I'm gonna assign Edie. She's a fucking AI. Sorry, James. You're gonna sit this one out.
Edie, front and center.
As you command.
Look at James. Like, wait, why not me?
You're gonna get swarmed. Commander, I've been flushed from cover. Retreating to minimum safe distance.
No problem, Cortez. Get out of there.
We'll wait for your all clear, then relay to the strike force.
Let's roll.
Warning. Security breach. Initiating
Alright, James.
failsafe.
Outside communications are no longer possible, Shepard.
Fucking
Bring down their
grenades.
defenses. We'll worry about that later.
Can we shoot through that hole? Whoa! That was fucking sick! Get out of here, you son of a bitch. Robot. You smoking mother effer. I'm charging now. Oh! Oh, this weapon is fucking nasty. Get over here. Headshot. Damn, I was trying to... Man, this weapon is awesome. It's just as good as the other one. Fuck him up, James. Got him. What are you shooting at, James? The Crusader's probably just a smidge better. But this thing is awesome. What are you shooting at, James?
System deactivation prioritized. Awaiting shutdown command.
Shepard, it appears that shutdown requires a synchronous command.
Whoa. Let's press some buttons then.
Defense system deactivated. General Order 7/7 triggered. Establish contingency defenses.
Come on in, Eads.
Cerberus is deploying manual defenses to the landing pad, Shepard.
And that's
Okay.
where we need to go.
Let me get some more ammo here. These crates just seem to be infinite. Steve, get up there and get him. Yeah, it's just like a big, it's like a big fight fest. I love. Oh, we got one. Headshot, I think. Fucking hell, it's one of them things. Can't see nothing. Hold on, hold on. Let's see what happens when it blows up. Did it just get unnaturally loud for some reason? I feel like it's like unnaturally loud. Oh, did you see it blow up? Fucking Cerberus and his freaking grenades! She's up here shooting us. Okay, okay. Ooh! We spike through her. Oh, you sucker! How you like that? You're about to get body exploded. Son of a bitch. Where's this guy at? Bloody murder. Damn it. She's a tough one. Edie, you alright? We warped her. Fuck her. Damn it, I can't explode her! She's like perfect. James, hit her with fucking 75 grenades as soon as she pops out. There it is. Where is this guy at? What are you doing? Are you scared, sir?
Cortez here. Trying to break through the interference.
Cortez, I read you. Come in.
There you are, Commander. Had to get through the interference.
Hey, Steve.
Area clear. Signaling to strike force. Wait. Scan's picking up something coming your way.
Proximity alert.
Deploying armed response.
What is it?
Atlas! Give it everything you've got.
Where you at? There it is. Oh, shit. Where'd they go? A biotic explosion! We heard one! You got shit to me. Oh, I missed. Right. James, Edie, hit him with the good stuff. Oh, he's fucking dead. Fucking wrecked him.
Take that, asshole! Anyone wounded?
Negative, Shepard.
You good?
Copy that, Lieutenant.
That was a really tough mission. For some reason, it was super tough. I couldn't do my biotics as good.
This was a major victory, Commander. A crippling blow to Cerberus operations in this sector. Now all we have to do is maintain control of the facility.
Cerberus won't make that easy.
And we won't make it easy on them. Thanks to you, we can use their own defenses against them. Tell your team they did good, Commander. You should be proud.
Thank you, sir.
That's all. Hack it out.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that when we don't have... Okay, I really want to test the weapons there more than use them. I want to shoot more than use biotics there. But I'm thinking fully, because we're not always going to have two... We're not always going to have two biotics, or one biotic in our squad. Like right there, we didn't have any biotics by Shepard. When we have a squad of techies, or just soldiers, that don't have biotics, I think we need to use lightweight guns. We need to get Shepard as close to 200 as possible, because I just couldn't really use that much biotics there. I'm so reliant on using... Because of our build here and the weapons that we use, I'm really reliant on spamming throw and warp when I can, and then just blowing them up. But I'm pretty reliant on either Liara using her ability, one of her abilities, and then we're exploding, and then Javik using one of his abilities and we're exploding. It just... Having one biotic with Shepard is perfect. But I think if there's no biotics at all, Shepard just needs to become the ultimate space wizard. And we need to use lightweight weapons, and we just need to spam. Does that make sense? Because we don't have any buffs from Liara with cooldown stuff. And it was kind of, you seen it. Like I would throw warp down, and the cooldown was a bit slow, and we couldn't hit him with throw. We could, but it was a lot of positioning there too. It was pretty hard with positionings. But I also really wanted to test the Grawl thrower and the Phalanx, which was really cool. I do think I like the Crusader the best still. The Grawl spike thrower was probably my third favorite so far. I do think the Claymore was cooler than the spike thrower, but the spike thrower was badass. I did like the charge up on it. From what we've read in the second game, wasn't the Geth Plasma, if and when we ever get that, we have to get it. I mean, it was a gun. All the guns in the second game has seemed to come up so far, just about. But that gun, I believe it was a charge up too that we read. So that's going to be interesting to see as well whenever we get that. But that was like a long-range shotgun. I remember that from the second game. But I think we did a great choice on the Crusader. It's a really awesome weapon. I loved how it went last episode. It felt just so smooth. But we'll figure it out as we go. I'm thinking we just switch up our weapons if we had to go to a tech crew. We'll just switch up our weapons and we'll get lower cooldown so we can spam more. I think that's the best way around it. Next episode, we're going to head to the Citadel, I believe. We're going to do a little bit of reading here, obviously. A little bit of reading, just a little bit more. And then we're going to scan the rest of them planets, which ultimately really won't be that much. And then we'll head right to the Citadel. So, looking forward to that. But I'm glad that we got this N7. I'd said it enough that these N7 missions are really cool. And you guys brought up that the N7 missions are basically introductions into multiplayer maps. Eventually, at some point, I will go back to the old trilogy, which I still have it. I have the OG version of this game. I will play that at the end. So if we ever want to get on some multiplayer stuff, I will put in a community post, you know, what my name is, and we'll just go in there and we'll just bang out some multiplayer maps. Yeah? Sound cool? I'm on board. Anyways, my friends, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Stay safe. See you next time. Take care.